Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween! I'm just kidding. So this is my first Halloween tutorial for 2016 and as you can tell, I'm the bride of Chucky. I have been planning this look out for a while now. I kind of did a simpler version of the eyebrows. Now I will be doing a how to block out your eyebrow tutorial, but I also wanted to show you guys if you don't have time or you just don't want to completely block out your eyebrows, there is another way. Obviously it's not the neatest, it's just concealer, but hey, for just a night out or just a, if you're running late, this is the perfect way to get that thin eyebrow without having to block out your eyebrows. So if you want to see how I got this Bride of Chucky look, then just keep on watching. Thanks guys, bye! So we're going to start off with a little prep and prime. I only use MAC Ochre Paint Pot on the top of my lid, and I went ahead and I set that with a similar color to my skin tone. And then from the Inked Barbie Cosmetic palette, I went ahead and I grabbed that light purple color, and that's going to be my transition color for this look. This is the most simple smoky eye you guys can possibly do. The only thing that it requires is a ton of blending. Now for my base color, I used the Estee Lauder Edit. I'm not quite sure what shade this is, but of course it will be in the bio. And I went ahead and I set that with the black from the Inked Barbie Cosmetic palette as well. And again, this isn't the greatest black. I wish I would have used a different one, but I just wanted to use this palette so I could show you guys that it's really easy to create a Halloween look using inexpensive eyeshadows. Now again, because we are using black, you do want to blend that out. So I did cut a lot of it out, but I spent a lot of time blending out that black, and then I go back in with a flat brush and I try to make sure that I get as much depth as I can with the black eyeshadow. And again, I'm just going to repeat that same step onto the second eye. And you want to do patting motions. That's exactly what I did to try to get as much color payoff as I can with this eyeshadow. And I wanted to use the darker base instead of the MAC Cosmetic Soft Ochre Paint Pot because I thought it would just give me a better color payoff. And again, like I said, you just want to blend that out. And if you do lose any of the color on your lid, you can go ahead and go back in and pat that black back into your lid. And again, you just want to blend until your little hand can't blend anymore. And then right here, I just grabbed a little bit of that purple that I started with just to put that color back onto my crease because I thought I had lost a little bit of it during the blending process with the black eyeshadow. And as you guys can tell, it's a process of blending, adding in more color, blending and adding in more color. And I switch things around. I normally do my lashes last, but I wanted to do my lashes first this time just so I could get a feel for what the look was going to turn out like. So right here, I'm just coating my lashes with mascara. And I actually started off using a different lash, but they weren't dramatic enough. So I went back in. These are the Vegas nail lashes. I believe they're in the blue packet. And I did have to cut them because they were a little bit long. I'm not quite used to having a band so thick, but I really do like these lashes. They're really pretty and they weren't so difficult to put on. And I didn't do any wing liner for this look, but because I had black eyeshadow, I thought it was easy enough where I could just blend it. Now, my face was feeling a little bit dry, so before I added my foundation, I went ahead and I sprayed my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. And I did choose to go in with a lighter foundation, so this is MAC Studio Fluid Fix in NC18, which is the lightest foundation that I have. And I did want a full coverage. And for my concealer, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, which is also a very full coverage concealer. You don't need a lot for this concealer. A little bit goes a long way. Now, because the Bride of Chucky is of a different ethnicity, I wanted to lighten up my skin tone just a little bit more. So this is actually my first time using the Kat Von D concealer in a whiteout. So as you can tell, like, I wasn't really sure what I was in for. I have never used the Kat Von D concealer before, but it was actually kind of nice. I don't know if it's because it was so white. The pigmentation kind of threw me off a little bit, but it didn't set weird or anything like that. I did go in with my Lunatic Cosmetic Lab contour kit, and I mixed in the white shade just to set that. I also used that contour kit to contour my face, and I used more of the gray tones from the kit just because I didn't want to look bronzed. I wanted to look more like a contour. And for my eyebrows, so this is where it kind of gets tricky. So like I mentioned in the intro, I didn't want to block out my eyebrows for this look specifically because I wanted to show you guys how to do it if you don't have time. So I grabbed the Ingot Gel Liner in number 77, and I basically did a very thin arched brow. Okay, sorry, my phone rang and I didn't want that to be in the video, but again, I'm just repeating the same step on the other brow. I'm doing a very thin brow and just arching it up, and this is kind of where it gets tricky. So I'm using concealer, and this is the Anastasia concealer. It's very heavy duty and hardcore, so I figured this would be my best way to go for concealing the little bit of eyebrow hair that I had sticking out. So basically it's just as if you were carving out your brow, but this time we're carving out the black line that we did with the gel liner. Now it can be a little bit tricky because if you get a little bit black on the concealer, then it turns gray, then it's a hot mess. It's kind of what happened to my right eyebrow, which you guys will kind of be able to tell at the end of the video. But for the most part, it is another process, like I said. It's blending it out and making sure that you do set that concealer with a translucent powder. So for the Bride of Chucky famous mole, I'm going in with the Eyeko waterproof liquid eyeliner, and then I'm going in on top of it with the Ingot Gel Liner in number 77 with a small eyeliner brush. And I believe this is a Morphe brush. I will have it linked down below. And then for my waterline, I'm going back in with that same purple that we used as our transition color from the Inked Barbie Cosmetic palette. And I am smoking it lower than I normally would because I really want that purple to peek through. And then on top of that, I'm going in with the black from the palette as well, just to make that a little bit more smoky. And this is a small random pencil brush. Now for my lips, I am using MAC Cosmetic Corrupt Lip Liner. And as you can tell, we are sticking with this plum theme. Now I really wanted to point out my lips, so that's what I did. And with Kat Von D Witch's liquid lipstick, I'm going over top with that. And I'm just doing a couple of layers to get it as black as I possibly can. I know that the Bride of Chucky didn't wear highlight, but I couldn't resist. So I did pop a little bit of Champagne Pop from the Becca Jaclyn Hill collection. And for my heart, I'm going back in with that Eyeko waterproof eyeliner. And for the red, I'm using the IMagic Flash palette, and I'm just using the red to fill that heart in. Now, I do know that there is more detail to the heart. There's a dagger and the word Chucky, but honestly, I thought that if I were even to attempt to write backwards, it would just completely ruin it. But I thought, you know what? I think we all get the idea of who I was trying to be, and this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, bye guys.